With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
This is Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb his intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
At their own 30-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Here's Wilson to throw. And this time he is in. Yes. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And able to get this out to the 25.
10-10 at their own 20. Yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Cowboys nothing.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Le'Veon Bell.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
You think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackle ball carriers.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Running left, Coleman on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 30 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 17. Cowboys nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Seahawks' 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb.
Prescott's
now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Exit. Here we go, 47. Check, 57.
Prescott from the gun. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Prescott to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
57's Mike 57. Let's make these babies cry.
Prescott yet again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal at the 7-yard line.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott. Flushed out right. He may try. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Dak Prescott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we bad for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Final Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. Now it's Carson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, they'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Wilson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On the pickup.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yard line.
To throw is Wilson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
At the 11-yard line.
While we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run again with Carson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. This is Carson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Cowboys 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. On the crossing route, complete. That's Tucker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I got homies that can sleep with Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like ain't no popping in. Gon' pop it for me cause I'm matching popping in, yeah.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The tackle made.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Got his man there complete to Gallup. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards on the play. They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, maybe he'll just...
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. For the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Cowboys 7. Michael Dixon to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Please take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, in the fourth quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance. Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one,
I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll try to run with Carson, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Push him back.
Now a toss play. It's Carson, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line.
Cowboys 7.